Hey, it's Angela.
Hey, it's Richie. All right, here with your Friday picks. It's a weird week because it's Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of games on Friday and the normal Saturday games. So we're just gonna go with the Friday picks here. There's I think 14 games on Friday. So the first one, go East Carolina, Cincinnati Bearcats. I'll go with Cincinnati here.
I'll go for Cincinnati.
Akron facing Ohio. Ohio's going to a bowl. Ohio, actually, if they want to win their side of the MAC division, they need to win this one. And then hope some other things happen. Hope, well, they'll know. They should know by going into this game if they can win it or not. If Miami of Ohio wins or loses, then Ohio's got a shot. But either way, Ohio, I think, is a better team, so they should win anyway.
Ohio. I'll go for Ohio.
Texas and Kansas. Kansas is kind of trying to play spoiler. Texas, there's another thing. They're in it for the Big 12 championship game. There's different scenarios that could put them in it, and they would need to win to get in it, amongst a couple of other things. So I think Texas should win.
What do you mean Kansas is a spoiler?
If Kansas beats them, that would spoil their Texas's season.
Oh.
That would mean Texas is eliminated from getting into the Big 12 championship game.
Oh, so it'd be like an upset.
I mean, it would be an upset anyway because Texas is ranked.
Oh.
But even then, it would... Because Texas needs to win and have other things that happen. I tried to figure out the Big 12 tiebreaker stuff, and it can get super confusing. I couldn't figure it out. So
you're going for Texas.
Yeah, I think Texas will win.
And I'm going to go for an upset for Kansas.
Yep. Houston and Memphis, this is more straightforward. So they're both in the American Athletic Conference. UCF won. They clinched their division. And the other division will come down to this game. Whoever wins this game wins that division. And will face UCF for the championship conference championship game. Houston, Memphis, I'll go with Houston here. Both offenses are really good. This could be pretty high scoring.
So, okay, then... So it should be a really close game.
Yeah.
It should be... Okay, I'll go for Memphis then.
All right, Buffalo taking on Bowling Green. This is the easiest way for the MAC stuff. There's, the MAC division. It could go between Ohio, Miami of Ohio, and Buffalo. If Buffalo wins, they're in. And I think they should be able to beat Bowling Green. So I think Buffalo gets it.
I'll go for Buffalo.
Central Michigan at Toledo. Toledo should win.
No question.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go for Toledo.
Eastern Michigan and Kent State. Kent State sometimes, they present problems, but I think Eastern Michigan should win.
All right, I'll go for Kent State.
Nebraska to Iowa. This is kind of hard for me to pick, but I'm gonna go with Nebraska.
Is it because it's gonna be close?
It might be. They're both kind of. Nebraska's been playing awesome the last half of the year, and Iowa's sort of been up and down.
So if they turn it on, they can win.
Yeah.
I'll go for Iowa.
Put it this way: 2 weeks ago against Northwestern, Iowa lost. 14-10. They only scored 10 points, and then yesterday against Illinois, they put up 63. So.
Okay. So
we don't know what we'll get out of them, which is weird because normally their coach has been there for about 20 years now. He's one of the winningest coaches in Big Ten history, actually. So normally they're consistent and you know what you're getting from them. This year, we're not sure. It's kind of a weird year. Arkansas Razorbacks and Missouri Tigers. Missouri shouldn't have too much of a problem with this, so Missouri wins.
I'll go for Missouri.
Coastal Carolina and South Alabama. Coastal Carolina, they're 5-6. They want to get one more win to get to bowl eligibility, and they should be able to beat South Alabama. So I think Coastal Carolina will win.
Coastal Carolina too.
Virginia Tech. This is it's a rivalry game. Virginia Tech, if they lose this, they'll miss a bowl game for the first time in 26 years. So.
Wait, which one?
Virginia Tech. And Virginia Tech, if they win this, they actually have to try to schedule another game for the next week because they had a game earlier this year that was canceled because of the hurricanes and stuff. So, that being said, they haven't. I think Virginia might. I think Virginia probably wins. I mean, it should be kind of close, but I think Virginia wins.
They got that extra push.
Yeah.
I'll go for Virginia.
Oregon State, it's a rivalry game. Oregon shouldn't take Oregon State lightly, though. Oregon State, even though their record is losing, they have one of the best running backs in the country, even as a true freshman. Their offense is decent, but still I'll go with Oregon. I think they're a better team.
I'll go for Oregon.
UCF and South Florida, it's a rivalry one, but South Florida's, they've fallen off the last few games. UCF showed they played a really good team in Cincinnati and dismantled them. So I think UCF will win.
The war on I-4.
Yeah, it's war on I-4.
If anyone doesn't, in case anyone wants to know that.
Yeah. Oklahoma, West Virginia. So this is the other part of the Big 12. UCF, yeah. This is the other part of the Big 12 championship. If Oklahoma wins, they're going to be in it. And depending on what happens with Texas, they might actually be playing West Virginia again the very next week. Because the Big 12 is actually pretty stupid. And I'm not even joking. They used to have a Big 12 championship a while ago. Then they went away from it and they're like, hey, we play a round robin. We play everybody plays each other, blah blah blah. Then they were like, yeah, we should probably have a conference championship game because it helps with, the playoff stuff and whatever later. But they're retarded and didn't get split to two different divisions. They still kept it around robin and said, we're just going to play the number one and, whoever the top two teams are, in the end, play each other. Well, the top two teams might be Oklahoma and West Virginia this year. So they very well, in fact, if Oklahoma wins and Texas loses, they will play each other again the next week for the conference title. Whatever. This should be really high scoring, like both in the 40s. Whoever, honestly, I would not be surprised if it's like 55-52. Both defenses are shit. Both offenses are awesome. Both Heisman quarterback caliber teams, quarterbacks. In the end, I think it goes to Oklahoma. But this is a game, both teams probably have 600 yards of offense. Both teams score 50.
So, okay, what are their jersey colors?
Oklahoma's like a maroon, reddish, like a reddish. West Virginia's like a blue and yellow, kind of.
All right, I'll go for West Virginia.
Dark blue. All right, Washington and Washington State. The Yapple Cup. It's a rivalry, but this is so there's the Pac-12 North and the Pac-12 South. Utah has already clinched the Pac-12 South. Whoever wins this game will win the Pac-12 North and will face Utah for the Pac-12 championship game. So, Washington State has an outside chance if they want to get into the playoffs because they're number 8 as of this recording. They would need to win. I think this really could go either way, but I think Washington State ends up getting it done. They have Gardner Minshew at quarterback, Heisman candidate. He had 7 touchdown passes yesterday.
Damn.
So, he set the school record, so I think they probably can get it done.
I'll go for Washington State.
All right, those are our Friday picks. Watch out for Saturday picks. Go watch our weekday previews.
See ya.